Today, you're going to get free access to an agency coaching program that shows you exactly how to get more leads, traffic, and sales for your agency based on the most recent coaching session that we had within the SEO Elite. So this basically breaks down how we get clients, how we retain clients, the most commonly asked FAQs from agency owners. There's a bunch of agency owners on the call, and we just break it down step by step. Now, if you want to join us on the next session, feel free to join the SEO Elite Circle, and we'll see you in there. This also comes with tons of courses, an amazing community of agency owners, and on top of that, you can see our agency mastermind program right here. And additionally, what you'll see is once you join, you'll get weekly coaching sessions and agency Q&As. Feel free to check that out, and let's get straight into it.
Yes, I recently joined just a few days before December 31st. So one of the things is that I'm in the Elite Circle. What I was expecting versus what is presently being shown, perhaps I'm early on. I need to know whether it's there a little later. Is that it's all basic training right now. Use Ahrefs for keyword research. Okay, I already know that and all those things. What I was really looking forward to is doing the 10 blogs using AI and passing AI detection and getting training on that. And that hasn't happened yet. And that's really the main reason why I joined it, is so that that's achieved. And I can start all that link building stuff and all of that in addition to that. It is great, but I really need the core content on my website and my client's website so that I can progress further. And that's not yet been seen or done. And I'm kind of waddling and losing motivation and faith that I've signed up to the right thing.
Okay,
Could you
yeah,
address that?
this Q&A was actually more based around agencies, but I can obviously answer that for you. So the weekly coaching is with Julian, which is on Thursdays, where that's where you'll obviously like jump in with Julian and kind of like fire out about like more like SEO client based like issues you may be having. But I can like answer the question for you. So obviously you started a couple of days ago, did you say?
Yes.
Okay, so what like programs have you run over in the classroom at the moment?
I have run over week one of it's just been a week and 5 days. Yeah, today's the 5th day. So I've completed week one, did the keyword research and all of that. And one second, I'm in week two, but I still haven't seen any of the AI stuff that I was expecting.
Okay, so you're in
So
the
that's why
you're in the wrong part. So there's multiple. So you're literally in like you're in the SEO, you're in the SEO mastermind. So that's like the basics of like keyword research, content calendar, link building, all of that stuff. But there is a whole section in there called AI, like SEO and strategy. That's where you're going to find more of your AI issues. Yeah. So obviously, yeah, the 6-week roadmap is the basics of keyword research, content, like content, how you produce content, but more like humanly written and like the basics of it, and how you can obviously start like the outline and all of that stuff, and then the basics of like outreach. But if you go into like the classroom, there is loads of different kind of lessons in there about different things. So you will have, yeah. So let me just get it open on my screen like real quick and just kind of like run through. So obviously, yeah, you have.
Okay, so I'm in the 6-week roadmap, but there's also AI SEO systems scale fast. This is the one that I should be going for, yeah?
Yeah, if you're looking more for like the AI content, that's where you're gonna jump in. So yeah, the SEO mastermind, like the 6-week roadmap is like the basics of like the whole course, you know, and then
Thank you so much for answering that.
you're more than welcome. You're more than welcome. So hopefully that'll answer your question. As I said, like this like Q&A with obviously myself that will be happening every week is more based around like agencies and like how you can like leverage as an agency and all of that stuff. But again, I have been with the company for a long time, so I can answer a lot of your questions. But yeah, I would say the best person to jump on for like really like detailed like SEO questions, stuff like that would be Julian. You can message him directly through the school community or the Discord community. But additionally, he does like his week group coaching every Thursday. Not sure about obviously where there's like different time zones everywhere. It's like obviously where I'm based in Mexico, he's in Bangkok. I'm not sure what time zone suits everyone, but yeah, you'll be able to jump on them with him as well, where you can like really fire some like AI questions at him because he's got a beautiful brain for that.
Great.
Perfect. So we've had a couple more people join. Like, did anybody else like have any questions they needed me to answer?
Stephanie, how you doing?
Hi, I'm
Can you hear
good.
me
How are
okay?
you? Yeah, we can hear you fine. Yeah. Oh, I think you're breaking up a little
Okay.
bit now.
So actually, okay, let me find a better spot. I'm at the hospital here. Let me find a better spot. I'll get back with you.
Perfect. In the meantime, does anyone else have anything? Gonna take that as a no. Like, how long, maybe while we're waiting, how long's like everyone like been like in the like SEO like elite circle? Like, where are they at? What are they facing? Like, is there any issues they're facing?
Just getting Google to index my sites and look on me favorably.
How is everything going with that? I think like I feel like I see you a lot in the Discord chat. Like I think you're very, very active in there. I've seen your name pop up quite a few times.
It's going. I'm working on a new site that I've developed. Spent all night, not last night, night before, working on a prompt system to try and get some good content. And then I just tried it today and it completely flopped. So I'm gonna have to go back and rework it.
Have you spoken to Julian about this? Like, do you know why it flopped? Have you like run it or yeah?
No, I have no clue why it flopped. I literally was working on it when this call came up.
Right, okay. Okay. Do you want to like run over it? Like I can give it a little check.
I'm going through Claude.
Mm-hmm.
I worked out, I've got steps that I have to do before I give the whole thing to Claude.
Yeah.
And then once I've done those and give the whole thing to Claude, it's supposed to write them. It's
Yeah.
supposed to write it. It didn't. I gave it my sitemap. It just completely ignored that. So I have to go back to Claude after this call and find
Mhm.
out what went wrong. And, basically create a project. I don't know.
Okay, perfect. Well, yeah, just keep like obviously speak to Claude, go through like your steps, and then obviously keep me and like Julian in the loop. And if you do need any additional assistance of anything, please just let us know, and we'll be more than happy to help.
If I run into a snag, I'll post in the group.
Perfect, perfect. Hey, Ingo, you're at a better location now, or are you still navigating through the hospital?
Yeah, still navigating. I'll be
Okay,
there in 2 minutes.
that's
So
fine. That's fine. We've got a couple more people join. So yeah, if you want to just fire any like questions that you have, that we can like, answer. As I said, like these calls are a little bit more set up for like agency. So it's not solely like kind of like problem solving. But again, as obviously I said to the people that are already on the calls, I am able to assist you with anything that you may have. But yeah, it is a little bit more built around SEO. Sorry, agencies.
Okay, great. Okay, great. That's what I want to find out. I just joined the Elite Circle, so I
Perfect.
wasn't sure was the agency and the other course the same thing. So for
Mhm.
someone like me, I'm just wanna start that whole SEO process with my company. Do I need to attend the agency call, or it's not really beneficial for me?
It depends like if you've got like any questions. So obviously these ones are the agency calls, and then you have like ones with like Julian,
Hmm.
like that are on like Thursdays. That'll be more like the problem solving when it comes to like websites or anything about the elite circle, or like they're the more in-depth like coaching with Julian that he has like once a week for an hour, I believe, off the top of my head. But these will be
Hmm.
more based around like agencies. Like, is there anything like you're struggling with within your agency that you need like assistance with when it comes to like anything about like clients, systems, processes, anything like that that will kind of like take you to the next level with your agency.
Got it. Makes sense. Makes sense. I don't know if this is the right place for me to ask this question, but
Mhm.
we had the link building course, right? And then when we try to follow the steps for Harrow
Yeah,
no longer exists. And
correct.
I know it got bought. Yeah. So what do we need to do? Just skip the whole process there?
No, because like Harrow is obviously like that's like the company is like obviously Harrow, but like you can still do Harrow link building. So you can still reach out to reporters and like build backlinks.
How? I'm sorry. I got my assistant here with me. He the one that does a lot of the stuff,
Yeah.
technical stuff. But how? How can we go about that? Because I thought it's through that platform.
You don't
We
have to do it for the platform.
Could you walk me through then? I'm sorry, real quick.
Yeah, again, so yeah, I would suggest like running through that part of the course. So like it would be like, have you already like run through it?
Yes.
Okay, right. So I would really push this at Julian. Like I'm like not a link builder, right? So
Got it.
yeah. So I don't want to give you like the incorrect information on this. So I would
Hmm.
probably suggest like reaching out. But what I would say is obviously like Harrow is like the company, like that has shut down, right? But there's still like a process in how you like can speak to like reporters and like reach out. It's the same like process as link building, but you're just reaching out to reporters. It doesn't have to go through that website. So I would suggest to just maybe like fire that at Julian because yeah, I don't want to give you the incorrect information on that one.
Okay.
It's now called Collectively. I'll
Yeah.
post it in the chat.
Collectively.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, give me a
Yeah.
minute.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
there's still ways around like doing like Harrow as like building links that you just don't have to do it for Harrow like site slash company.
There you go.
Thank you, Frank.
No worries. Always here to help.
Always here to help.
I love it. Okay, I just clicked on it. Connect to Harrow platforms now closed. To find out more, click here.
I just found the link for you, brother. You got to
Right.
go through the steps.
Got to go through the steps. Okay, no problem. I will. Thank you so much.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Steph, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. Happy New Year to you all.
Happy
Happy
New
New
Year.
Year. So, it's either analysis paralysis or you go get something and then you realize, shoot, I'm not even equipped for what it is that I'm doing, but I have several clients that are in the pipeline. So here we are. Question number one. Well, many questions, but start from here. My my occupation is in the healthcare field. I'm looking to get away from that family, the on-call, etc. And I know people who are businesses. Matter of fact, I have the ear of a CEO and COO here at this local hospital that I would love to do marketing for them. They want a meeting, but I'm nervous because I don't have my agency set up.
Mhm.
If you were in my shoes, what would that look like as far as I can bring the sales in, but other than that, I don't know. Do I hire third party agencies to help me with this? Do I get a coach and coach me through this? So far, I've already invested about $12,000 in tools, go high level. A lot of stuff is kind of set up, but that's because with different programs like Rank and Rent or specific Facebook ad, Google ads that are already kind of set up reviews. Now it's more like, okay, I really they need help tuning up their website, GBM, the email that I sent you yesterday. So I know it's a loaded question, but where is the beginning in this particular process of the agency processing? Maybe those that have experience
Mhm.
would have that as well. Right now, I have a window installation company, which their Google ad spend would be need to be close to 8,000. That's just to be at the bottom of the thinking. It's very highly competitive. So I think SEO is the way to go and just optimize them to local SEO. Secondly, I just got an HVAC company that wants services. Um, so then I got that point, and now maybe healthcare. I know I'm broadening my niche. Right, I don't have a niche. I mean, I'm not niching down, so that would be a problem there too. So that is a 30,000 foot view of where I'm at. Maybe a workflow, maybe some advice. Where would you begin? Where would that begin and be?
Okay, where it would be like, do you have the capacity to do all the like marketing for your clients right now?
Um, well, I think with that, because it's so huge, it would be more like biting the elephant one bite at a time. So right now, what I did was I gave them a review of where their website is. where they're standing. Their bottom goal is we need leads to fill in our pipeline, just like every other business. So from there, I begin to then piece and I'm like, all right, let's optimize your Google My Business. Let's see where you guys are at, what content you have on page, kind of an SEO, which they don't have any because these guys are just your local plumbers and window installation. They're in the field. They're not behind the desktop working their website. So I don't look at it as approach, hey, I'm going to offer you this, gold mountains. I'm looking, it's going to be 90 days at minimum. We're going to focus on your website as your foundation. We build everything up around that. And so month one, $1,500 setup cost, and then $400 per month, $500 per month for the Google, the CRM to go high level. We'll work on reviews. We'll work on doing that. And then PR release month two, more of the same, and then go into ads to slowly get them in. I think agencies, what they have been doing, because they have been with other agencies, there's like, well, we pay $2,000, and I'm assuming they're paying Google ads. That's why they get immediate results. But it seems they're not even traction on the website part. So I think that's where your company, Julian's company, is coming in strong, because we need to write articles, whether it's auto blogging, AI, or a few other SEO things. So right, to answer your question, it's one bite at a time. I'm not offering them a huge complete package because I don't know what I can handle. But for what I have been on that month 1, 2, and 3 schematic that I sent you in the email, would that be a good start? And do it piece by piece. And if they wish to continue, great. And if they don't, well, that's on me because I don't have the experience. So I guess they're parting everything out. And what would that look like in terms of sourcing different agencies?
Yeah, this is why I asked the question, because like if you have the capacity to do it yourself, I'd say start off with doing it yourself and then you hire, right? But if you think it's going to be like too much, I would look at doing like third party, like white label. So like, for example, like we also have a lot of agencies that we work with that white label out content creation and link building to us. Like they keep other stuff in-house, like more like technical and on page, because we don't offer that as a service, right? So this could like lighten your load in that if you would like to say like hire us like white label to do the content creation for the client and the link building, that's what we focus on. And then you could like focus on it like more like internal, like on page, which would be technical and on page SEO.
Okay.
So like that's a good option to like lighten your load, because obviously I'm sure as all of you guys are aware, like link building is a very like time consuming part of SEO, and like that's just like one section, and then there's obviously the content creation, all of that stuff like behind it. So it just depends on you personally, like what your capacity is.
Okay. Yeah. So at the moment, I'd have to hire things out. But would you say content creation and link building, that's kind of level 2, level 3, where level 1 is let's settle your, base, let's do a baseline audit and set up your website to at least have your H1, making sure it's fast, it's on a good hosting, and then start kind of to give them immediate value by doing GBM or GBP profile, get that up and running so they can get reviews start coming in. Otherwise, by the time we get to level 2 and 3, they're like, we're not seeing results. And so customer results as leads, not necessarily the 2-week, 3-week, 6-week process of Google crawling their site, making sure everything's okay, site maps are okay, et cetera, et cetera. But then I kind of on the right.
Yeah, definitely. I think you can do them hand in hand together. So while you would be improving the site, let's say, so the improving the site, the speed, making sure that it like the conversion's good and all of that stuff, there's no reason you can't start link building immediately. And then that way it's like you don't have that pause of like, because of course like you can improve the site, but without like actually creating content and building backlinks, you're not going to then appear for Google to then start pushing traffic. So you can do them hand in hand together. So they're getting the instant like gratification of their site being improved while you're still building backlinks, and you don't have to improve the site, then go on to step like 2 and 3, and then wait another like we give like 90 to 180 days before you'll start to see traction on your site. You don't have to like have that like wait.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, so you can put them hand in hand together.
Okay. So I think Julian's company would be fantastic for content and link building. As far as the go high level, as far as the implementation and everything else, now I'd be looking for an agency if there is one, if there is such a thing where it's kind of all combined self-automations to help with, white label. Now I know that GHL has their own. Would you still recommend working with GHL? Because I mean, $500 a month plus, I think I'm about 900 every month that I'm shelling out, and it's been adding up. I should have
Yeah, I
probably
would
scaled
probably
back a little bit.
say it depends on how much you're using it for. So we use it more for like a sales, like a sales like CRM system. And obviously, yeah, we do create like pages and stuff like that, but like not for our clients. It's just for like Julian personally. I would say that at the start, there are other systems and software that you can use, but it depends on how like in depth you're using it. So what is it that you're actually using like Go High Level for at the moment?
So from the customer aspect, the fact that I'm able to track, the fact that I'm able to see sales, their inbound, outbound, going in and out, and the fact that I would have a good pulse on, good finger on the pulse of what the company's doing. Because if these, like the HVAC company, they don't have a website. And I think to host it kind of all under one umbrella, I would love to use Go High Level for that kind of thing. But now it's like, okay, go to Upwork, hire, whether it's a designer or freelancer or somebody on even GHL using their template, and then obviously starting to do the best to rank with them. But there's just so many facets of digital marketing. That's my next challenge. So that's kind of the obstacles I'm going through.
Yeah, I would say like if you're using it like a lot more in depth, then it's worth it. Like you can lock your clients in on like Go High Level. Like it would be really hard for them to, it sounds bad, but it would be hard for them to leave you when
Right.
you've got access to that. Like, like you're pretty much the host of the site, right? So it's going to be very hard for them to like leave you. So it's a good way with like retention, like locking clients in. So, and you also have to imagine it's just like you're using Go High Level for a lot right now. It will probably be easier and more efficient for you to keep using it, even though Go High Level is like more of a steepy, like it's not the cheapest software, but it's like I always say
Right.
you pay. Yeah. You're then going to end up getting like 5 different softwares, 5 different like subscriptions, all of that stuff to do the same thing that Go High Level does.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I would keep it in Go High Level.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, that's my pay to play. That's my tuition, my education. So I'm paying for that with Go High Level since I've been kind of learning the process for the past 6-7 months. So that'll answer. I think I'll continue using Go High Level to kind of keep the customer base there, and everything else that I can, because it's very powerful and super deep, and
Definitely, yeah. It's like I said, it's kind of like for everyone. It's like we always say, like in a business, you pay for what you get. Like you can go with like cheaper assistants, cheaper software, like like even free stuff. But I always say you pay for what you get. So it's like sometimes you're better to like invest like a higher amount of money in either a software or even like a staff member, knowing that it's going to do a good job and doing what you want, rather than like trying to scrimp and scrape a little bit and it ended up being like a lot more work than you need to do.
Yeah. Has Julian's company hired out outside developers where through Go High Level they give certain access, whether it's website development, whether it's certain projects, and have you found that to be resourceful working through Go High Level, or is it kind of all agency within that Julian hired out?
Yeah, it's all like I'm trying to think like when we set Go High Level up. I'm not sure if Julian bought someone outside to do it. I think he figured it out himself. It's like he's quite like a whiz in like set like with like tools and softwares and stuff. But we don't have anyone external like building because we don't build client sites, right? So this is only like Go High Level is actually only used for Julian's site.
Landing pages, forms, things of that sort.
Yeah, pretty much.
His customers. Okay.
Yeah, so we don't do any like website building, website development, any on-page or technical or any of that. What we solely focus on as an agency is link building and content creation. So we don't use Go High Level on a more like funnel process apart from for Julian. So yeah, we use it more as our like sales like CRM system. Where like that's where like all of our like campaigns are stored and anything for Julian's site, but not for clients, where you're obviously doing a more of a full like marketing agency, where obviously, yeah, you're going to be doing like a lot more like levels. So go high level would be better for you because you can lock everyone in one place instead of it being like, and at least you can see like how their sites are performing instead of having to go to like Google Analytics and Google Console for every single client and seeing it like all differently. And you have like all of these different like softwares for like content creation, how to like all the funnels, the site creation, all of that stuff is obviously going to be built like in like different softwares and it can get messy. So I would advise keeping it there and like just having everything in one spot for your clients.
Okay. And I think this runs into and this will be my last question, unless anyone else is quiet. But so it's interesting, and I've always meant to ask why Julian went content formation, just link building. Did he also start where he kind of put his mouth to the fire hydrant, took everything on because kind of don't know where to begin? And then he got really good with content and link building and SEO. And then for a new agency, if he were to tell that himself back, would he have advised, or would you advise, say, Igor, look, it's marketing is so expensive. Focus on just reviews, or focus on just GBP, or just focus on this so that you don't have this burnout, because I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it. Like I have to go take a nap or walk away from it. How do I know what my niche is, where my strength is? So right now I'm going to hire everyone out.
Yeah, I would say like obviously what Julian did prior to hiring me, I am not 100% sure. All I know is he had been running this link building agency. He's been running now for I think it's nearly 8 years, and I've been with him for like 4.5 years. Before, like upon me starting, we didn't even do content creation. All we did was link building and like Harrow. Obviously Harrow is like obviously a form of link building, but what we now focus on is like link insertions, so just the skyscraper technique. We do offer like PR and stuff like that, but it doesn't really come around like that often. The reason why Julian picked to stick to one kind of niche, not like obviously niche of sites, but niche of like what he offered as a service, is you become professional in what you do. And again, like kind of what you said, like when you lay yourself too thin, it's that you're focusing on so much that you may not be able to commit to all of it, and then it doesn't always get done to the level of what it should. But as well, it's what you enjoy the most. Obviously, like with Julian, he had just like, he created his own sites and realized the power of link building and the benefit it has on clients, but also it's like keyword research, keywords, content, backlinks. They're the 3 things that really leverage your site, sorry. That's what Julian focused on.
So, okay. Well, I appreciate you. Thank you so much. I'll just listen in as others wanted to participate. Thank you.
I would honestly say, guys, this is going to be one for Julian. Either ask him on the call like next week, or literally just fire it in like obviously the community. When it comes to that side of things, I'm not like the most knowledgeable. Obviously, where I work for the agency, to give you a little insight about me and like why like these calls are, is I obviously work within like Goldie agency, and I am one of the lead account managers. So that's where kind of like my knowledge is coming in, to kind of like help you, assist you in kind of like processes, setting up systems, and what would be the best way to like navigate through your agency, like how to like land more clients, what systems to implement, how to communicate with clients, how to like be hiring people, all of that process. And this is what these calls will generally be about, is how to run an agency, but also like successfully on more like a client side of things and implementing like systems and structures. When it comes to the more like in-depth SEO questions, like yes, of course, like I have been working with Julian for over like 4.5 years, so I do have quite like an in-depth knowledge. But compare like my brain to Julian's brain when it comes to SEO, obviously you can imagine like Julian has a big, big, beautiful brain and a lot of knowledge sitting up there. So yeah, of course, again, like fire anything at me to do with like the elite circle, as like obviously Cameron did at the beginning. I've got like a lot of knowledge of that, but when it comes to like slightly new like maybe systems or like even like technology, I may not be able to like answer it like directly, but I can always like speak to the team. So yeah, I would probably say like fire that like at Julian. And obviously discuss it with him on the call next week, and he'll be able to like answer that all for you.
Or just message him through the elite circle, or if that would be a quicker way to do it.
Exactly, 100%. Yeah, just put it either in the community, in that like hub, or yeah, message him directly.
Steph, do you have the fee structure of your white label services
Yes.
anywhere, or can you email that, or
Yeah,
if
let me
it's in the
send
website?
I'll
Thank
pop
you.
it over here, like real quick. Pop it in the chat. There we go.
Thank you so much.
You're more than welcome. So yeah, that's it from me today, guys. Obviously, yeah, this will be scheduled in like every Friday at this time for 30 minutes. And then like the more and more people that obviously like turn up, and if it is a success, we'll obviously make the calls a little bit longer.
Thank you. It was nice to connect with you and everyone else.
Yes, thank
It
you.
was lovely seeing you all. And again, like, yeah, you can always message me if you do have any like additional questions. You can email me. If you don't have my email, you can always just message me in the Elite Circle, and I'll be more than happy to fire any questions.
Thank you.
Amazing. Well, have a great day, everyone.
You too.
Bye.
See you. Bye-bye.
So thanks so much for watching. If you want to join myself, Stephanie, and all the other members of the SEO Elite Circle, feel free to check out the link in the comments and description. And directly inside the SEO Elite Circle, you get access to an amazing community of members. You can DM me with any questions like you see right here. And additionally, you can ask inside the community if you need some help. You can watch back previous Q&As as well, so you get access to loads of Q&As. And there's tons of courses here on how to scale your SEO agency, how to hire, how to get clients, how to do SEO, etc. And on top of that, you also get weekly coaching calls with myself and Stephanie. So feel free to check that out. Link in the comments and description. Hope to see you inside the SEO Elite Circle. And additionally, if you want a free SEO strategy session, feel free to get that. Link in the comments and description. If you're an agency and you want to white label SEO link building, basically we do all the work, you take the profits, and your client gets high quality backlinks, feel free to book them. We'll show you how we take websites from 0 to 145,000 visits a month and generate thousands of dollars in sales on autopilot. On this free link building acceleration session, you'll get a free SEO domination plan, discover the secrets of link building, answer any questions you have. You'll learn the best link building strategy for your website, plus how to quickly outrank your competitors in link building and how to 10x SEO traffic based on what's working for us. Feel free to check that out. Link in the comments and description. Appreciate you watching. Bye bye.